You know, one thing about living in the great state of Alabama is just all the great people you get to meet. And I mean, I'm talking about really incredible people. And one of my favorite people of all time is Alvin. And Alvin and I goes to church together. And Alvin's just an incredible person. And he's got some of the tales you just can't believe it. I mean, some of them just have to be recorded for history's sake. And I mean, he's telling me about going off on a camping trip. And they just went camping. That's all they wanted to do was go camp. And they got invaded by somebody who wasn't invited. But he came into the wrong campsite. Tell them about that, Alvin. What happened in that?
About 2 o'clock in the morning, I got woke up. Well, no, started about 1. I got woke up, had to run a cow out of the campsite.
A cow was in the campsite.
And then about 1:30, it come back through again. And then about a little after 2, it came through again, but I caught it this time. It was eating our pork chops off of our table.
The cow was eating pork chops. I didn't know cows was carnivores. I thought they only ate grass.
This one was eating pork chops. I guess it was salt on it.
I wonder if that cow had been eating something else might have been growing out there that kind of made it do something crazy. What do you think?
He might have been eating some mushrooms.
Mushrooms. I think that might have made him do some kind of unusual things.
Probably.
Probably so.
Yep.
So what happened when you found the cow eating your pork chops?
Well, I tried to chase it out of the campsite and ended up falling on my face.
Oh, you chased the cow and fell.
Yeah. My feet was higher than my head.
And now how do you chase a cow out of a campsite at 2 o'clock in the morning is what I want to know.
I just got out of the tent and took off after it. Mostly it just stood there and looked at me.
Now there was somebody else that come into your campsite, or y'all came across another critter out there. Who was he?
He was old Billy No Shoulders.
Oh yeah? Tell me about that.
My nephew went out walking. Came back an hour or 2 later, shaking like a leaf, sweating. Set the grocery sack down in front of him and it was moving.
Yeah?
It was about a 6-foot rattlesnake.
Wow.
We skinned it out, had him for supper.
You ate the rattlesnake for supper?
Yeah.
Now how'd you cook the rattlesnake?
We just took the skin him out, washed it up, cleaned it up, coiled it up, took a skewer and stuck through it where it would hold it and just
Set him on the fire.
laid it on the grill and cooked it.
Grilled rattlesnake right there in the countryside.
Grilled rattlesnake. It was a little bit tough, but
Yeah? What did he taste like? Didn't taste like chicken, did it?
no, it tasted like rattlesnake.
Well, everybody ain't eating rattlesnake out there. What does rattlesnake taste like?
That was the first time I'd ever eat it.
Now, I've eaten fried rattlesnake, I do have to admit, but it's better than fried. I ain't ever eat grilled rattlesnake
This
before.
was grilled.
Grilled.
Yeah,
Grilled rattlesnake.
grilled rattlesnake. It was, like I said, it was a little bit tough, but it was edible.
Wow.
Mixed it with the steak we was eating.
So rattlesnake and snake, a steak and rattlesnake.
Yeah.
That could be a combo. It's kind of like lobster and
Yeah.
shrimp and steak. But snake and rattlesnake. Steak and rattlesnake. You almost can't say it. It's a tongue
Yeah,
twister.
like surf and turf. Fish
Surf.
and steak, but it's snake and steak.
I think I see the beginnings of Alvin's restaurant here. This might be an extremely successful chain. I don't know how it'll do outside of Alabama, but I think it'd do all right. People in Mississippi would probably eat it.
Yeah.
I don't know. People in New York City, they don't tend to like stuff like that.
That may be why they want me to cook up at the church.
It could be. It could be.
I can cook about anything.
Yeah, he is. Alvin, he beats me to church every Sunday morning. I mean, I try to come in and open up and beat him. It's almost like a competition between us. And Alvin's out there. He's got, standing at the door, he's got the coffee on. He's just an incredible person. I love him. Alvin, you're just a fantastic guy, and you know I love you, don't you?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Well, that's the snake and cow story from Alabama. So if you ever come down here and want to eat at Alvin's, he'll grill it up for you.
Yep, as long as I got a snake.
Bring your own snake.
because there's not too many snakes around here.
That's true. Well, goodbye from Alabama.